people. So today we'll be doing a session on software testing techniques. So exhaustive testing is not possible because there are so many test cases to be executed. So we generally try to do exhaustive testing only at the points where the chance for defects is the maximum. So these are the techniques that help us to find where the chance for defects are the maximum and where exactly we need to write exhaustive scenarios for. So the first is the boundary value analysis technique. So the probability for the defect is highest at the boundary between the boundaries of the input value. Suppose the input value or the input condition to be tested is for the value 1 to 10. So the chance for the maximum defects is at the boundaries of these values. So the boundary value analysis is based on testing at the boundaries. So the large number of errors occur generally at the boundaries of defined input values rather than on the center. Suppose the input condition is valid between 1 to 10. So the boundary values for 1 to 10 will be 0, 1, 2 and 9, 10, 11. So we have to test only for these values. The second is the equivalence class partitioning, in which we divide the input values into classes of data. The concept of equivalence class partitioning is based on the fact that the value of uh, any data from a class is equivalent to uh, a test on any other value of that same class. So what this means is that suppose the input is valid between 1 to 10 and 20 to 30. So then the classes will be infinity to 0 will be invalid, and 1 to 10 as mentioned is valid, and again 11 to 19 is invalid, and again 20 to 30 will be valid as mentioned, and then 31 to infinity will be invalid. So we can take values from each of these classes, like minus 3 from infinity to 0. From 1 to 10 we can take 5. 11 to 19 we can take 15. 20 to 30 we can take 25, and again 31 to infinity we can take 35. So we can test only at these values. The third technique is called decision table, in which we list down the inputs in the form of rows and rules in the form of columns. If the input values of name, email and message are correct, only then the submit button will be enabled. So then we'll list down the inputs which are name, email and message in the form of rows, and the rules which are correct or incorrect in the form of false or true. So what happens is that in the last row we'll note down the output. So if all the values of name, email and message are correct, only then the output will be displayed as correct. If any of the values of these input values are incorrect, then it will be false. So this is all about software testing techniques. In the next session we'll be doing Cucumber based on Java. So we'll design a framework and see you there.